Is it the love or the money? You will never know. Wow. You niggas tripping over hoes, but I never care. RTL on the map, you ain't never there. Is it the love or the money? You will never know.
So we here with Rockin with Rock. Another episode. We got Fresh Fat Farley in today as our guest today.
Dope.
Yeah, so Farley, man, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Who you are, what you doing out here?
For sure. Yeah, like he said, I'm Fresh Fat. For those that know me through social media, if you know me in the dog world, you might just know me as Farley. If you really know me, you know me as Big P. I've been around here for a long time. Glenwood to the heart. Been in Detroit majority of my life. Born in Florida. Haitian father. I'm half Haitian, half American.
Shout out to the Haitians.
Yeah, shout out to my peoples. Really, I'm just another man out here trying to make it, man. Mr. Hustle. 5 incomes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so Farley, you know, shit, I don't know you a long time. I fuck with you, a long way. So yes, sir. So I know one thing, we can start off with is like the dogs, man. That's like a big thing, thing for you. So, if you want to tell us about the dogs, what you breeding, what makes your dog so special. Because, I know, but we need the people to know.
For sure. Like I said, if you know me in the dog world, you know me by Farley. My kennel is Bullies by Farley. I started breeding Bullies, let me see, what's this? This is 2022. Sammy, about 6 years, so about 7 years ago I started breeding Bullies.
Okay.
I breed XLs, so they the bigger Bullies. All my dogs over 100 pounds.
Flat out.
Big dogs, functional dogs, they real dogs. They could survive. They ain't gonna die from walking around the corner and nothing like that. They get active.
Nah, for sure.
Just recently ventured off into the Frenchies. Imported me a Frenchie from UK.
Yeah, that was a process.
That was a hell of a process. It was worth it though. It's gonna work out for me.
Okay.
She nice. I like her. She did everything I wanted in the Frenchie, so it worked out for me. Just had to spend a couple bucks.
Yeah, I got a chance to meet her over the summer when we was over there messing with the car. She definitely rambunctious.
Rambunctious little motherfucker.
But the build on her and is
she there. The structure is there for her, and that's what I'm all about with my dogs. I don't really color chase. I do have a preference with my colors. I like the tricolors.
Okay.
So most of my dogs are tricolor. I breed mostly tricolors, some Merles, some solid colors too, but mostly I'm after structure, size, temperament. I want everything that a dog really should be. I don't like all those high rears and over exaggerated heads and shit like that. I don't do all that. I want my dogs to look good. So I've done my research, selected the bloodlines that I wanted, and been going ever since.
Yeah, I think the big thing you said, like, is the research. I didn't know as much about dogs until I met you, and I got to learn a lot of things, and a lot of these things that we praise and people look for in dogs is really not even a good thing, a good quality for real, for especially a pet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially for a pet. Like, you got, not to talk down on these breeders, because I know some breeders that breed micros and this new thing they call nanos, where they smaller than micros, and them people get into the money. I give it to them. They got the dogs to sell them for $25,000 and $50,000, and they turning down $100,000 on some of these dogs, and I ain't got there yet. Man. Somebody offered me $25,000 for a dog, they can have that motherfucker. Man. But yeah, they, it is what it is. They dogs is, they deformed. If you know what you really know with dogs, they dogs are deformed.
Nah, and that was like the knowledge thing for me that I learned, that I'm like, damn, because I wondered when I seen some of these dogs, and I'm like, you know, some of them look cool, but some of it looked like the dog really struggling, like just to move, to live. I'm like, that don't even look comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
Like I know that ain't gonna have a longevity, you know. And if I get a dog, or if you've had a dog, you know, as a pet ever in your life, like you realize like that becomes like a child of yours, you know what I mean? You really care for that the animal. Like
you be sick, you done had this dog for 3-4 years, and really they not even living that long.
Man,
I've seen a lot of them micros die after like 2-3 years.
Man,
don't let the wrong owner have it, and you know they don't know too much. Like I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm new with the Frenchies, and my Frenchie actually in heat right now. This was supposed to be in the heat that I was gonna mate her. And, you know, me not really knowing too much about the Frenchies, I know what I knew, but I haven't really experienced much with them.
Right.
I took her to a vet appointment a couple weeks ago, and she's not as social with other animals as she should be, which is my fault. I take full blame for that. But she got in that vet office and got them going. Every dog in there she trying to bark at, trying to get at and everything. And
but that's part of like the Frenchies.
It is. Right? They got that small man complex. Yeah, they definitely they bulldogs at the end of the day, so they still got their bulldog tendencies and shit like that. But she was going crazy in there.
Say it was a little extra.
Hell, y'all damn near embarrassed. Like, damn, my dog acting like this. But I had to take her outside a couple times. But once I finally got her back in the doctor's office, she was still clowning a little bit, didn't know the people, and she ended up getting hot.
Right.
And I do this with Frenchies. That's a thing with Frenchies. You know, they have a short muzzle. So with the short muzzle, it makes it hard for them to breathe. And with it being hard for them to breathe, that's the only way dogs can release body heat is through their mouth and nose. So with it being hard for her to breathe, she wasn't releasing her heat like she needed to. So she started to overheat on me at the doctor's office, and just a simple doctor's visit ended up being much more than what it needed to be. But we did what we had to do and got her back right, and I just want to socialize her more before I made her. I was going to mate her on this heat. This her third heat. This is supposed to have been the heat that I went on and started her breeding, and I'm going to wait to the next one just for the safety of my dog.
And people don't think about that, right? It's like you like third heat. People bank on that, right?
Yeah, man, I know people that breed on the first heat, and that's not fair to the dog. Like, a dog could come in heat for the first time at 7 months. That's still a pup. This dog's still learning how to be a dog. Most male dogs can't even lift their leg at 7 months.
So this her third.
This her dog. Yeah, she's 2 years old now.
So people looking at it, they like shit, you know. And I'm not, not the pocket watch or count or anything.
People look at it like it's a quick money.
Yeah. So you done missed 2. You done missed heat number 2. You done miss heat number 3. So really people don't think about like that's the investment that comes in dog, because she's still eating, she's still going to the vet, right? You still paying
eating,
thousands
still going to the vet, still everything, vitamins, all that shit. And like right now I'm probably like 12,000 in with her.
And ain't
made a dime off of her. Ain't made a dime off her hit. It was, like I said, I got her from the UK. So she was she cost me like $8,300 to get her here. To buy her and pay for the nanny and all of that, and it was a process. She had to sit in customs and go through customs, and she had to get certain shots.
Me being on your page, I'm watching her journey. I'm like, this dog done been more places than me.
Yeah, dog got a passport. I ain't even got my passport.
She got an escort.
She got a fucking passport.
Somebody bringing her to the. I'm like,
she got delivered through the airport. She was literally on the plane in the seat and everything. Not under the plane. She was in a seat.
I was like, that's a process. I ain't never seen nothing like that. So seeing that from Bullies by Farley, I was like, my man's is really doing this thing. So when y'all really considering these dogs and doing these dogs, just make sure y'all really taking into account the quality and what's going into breeding your dogs. Because I see a lot of people that are breeders nowadays, and you know, this is for me. This might be from an ignorant standpoint, but everybody's popping up breeding dogs nowadays, and I don't see all of these people doing what I see Bullies by Farley doing, as far as the meals, as far as the you know, the whole process. Like, it's a process. Like,
it's definitely a process.
Up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning with these dogs.
Yeah, I work a real job too, so yeah, like I got a litter of puppies at the house right now. Today I've been up since 5:45.
Yes.
My alarm went off at 5:45. I jumped up, went and cleaned dog kennel, went to the gym, came back home, fed the dogs,
That Farley meal
fed
plan.
myself.
Hey, that Farley meal plan is a hell of a prep, man.
Oh man, I got people willing to pay me for that. You know, you the guys, I give you the recipe. I done gave a lot of my guys a recipe, and all of them, it done got them the results that they want.
Right.
You know, they put the girth on the dog for sure. But I tell everybody though, if your dog ain't got it, it ain't got it.
Okay.
The
Hey.
biggest part of your dog getting big is through genetics.
Okay.
If your dog don't have the genetics, I don't give a fuck what you feed it. It'll sit there and get fat, but it ain't gonna get the size that you want.
Okay.
Your dog has to have the correct genetics for it.
Flat out.
But
All right. So look, you know, we know what's up with the dog, man. But you know, I got Fresh by Farley on the podcast, man. So we gotta get into. It's so many things to get into, man. Because it's like, you know, I don't fuck with you. We share a lot of common things. You know, we both fuck with the cars. We both got G bodies. You know what I'm saying?
both got cutties.
Hey, we got cutties. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
I know we both is just in a common place right now, just having tens of 20s of thousands of dollars into these vehicles that.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, dog. I stopped counting.
Right,
The
you can't.
The number was getting me depressed for a while because my car still ain't running. My shit sitting in the driveway right now. I couldn't start that bitch up if I wanted to.
No, that's one thing I want to tell people, like with this car shit, and I want you to elaborate a little bit more, because I think that's something, you know, everybody, we love the cars in Detroit, but when you do these cars, man, and you get into this high performance build, like I'm in a room, like me, you, obviously, you know, my brother Mac Morey, you know what I'm saying, my brother Steve, you know, a lot of us car guys, man, we deal with these cars day in and day out, man. But what people don't understand, so like with the car thing, like what's been your biggest hurdle, you would say?
Finding good mechanics.
Yeah.
That's been my biggest hurdle.
In the Motor City.
In the Motor City, you would think it'd be easy to find a mechanic, or maybe it's that I don't know nobody or whatever it might be. But it's hard finding good mechanics here, and they're around. They just be busy. The good ones, they stay busy.
No, facts.
They work real jobs. They, you know, they human. They got bills and shit to pay, so they work real jobs. They ain't do the car shit and know what they doing.
Yeah.
But
No,
they busy.
I mean,
they selective on who cars they taking in and everything.
Man,
You know.
like that shit really true, and it took me a long time to really get to where I am now. And even like where I am now, like I got a good team of guys, or a good guy that I really go to. You know, shout out to Corey over at LS Swap Shop Detroit. But even with that, like having that expertise, having everything brand new, like we both had that, and I'm still running through issues, and that's frustrating.
Yeah.
But I tell you, like I've been blessed to have somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's been willing to, you know, be on top of things and help me get through the issues. But even with that, like right now I'm waiting because my mechanic busy. He on other jobs, and I done had him the whole summer, so it's like shit, now I gotta wait for my turn again so I can get back in there, we can get this little shit fixed and we can get back on the road. But you know, when we in Detroit and it's 70, 80 degrees in November, man.
November, that shit is wild. Like
shit.
right now, I'm ready for it to be cold. I'm kind of jealous. This nigga still up pulling their old schools out. It have been so many meetups in the last couple of weeks. And
I know
they out here.
It's been hard for me just having my car done and not being able to drive it. And I know, like you, like knowing you got the motor, I know you got some big Fs. You got some big Fs sitting around already. Like nigga already done copped the big Fs for this bitch.
Back them on there, ready to paint and everything. I just gotta get it running right.
So it's a hell of a venture getting into these cars, but I love it. I know you love it, but if you don't love it, if it ain't something you passionate about, you really need to.
Yeah, if you like, it's nothing wrong with just buying a clean old school and just running and driving at it, you know.
Man.
But if you're a real car guy, you gonna want motor in your shit. You gonna want rims,
Man, what?
paint. You gonna want your car the color you want it.
Man, what?
All of that, yeah, you gonna go through it. I know some people who car been in the paint shop for months.
Mm-hmm.
Paint shop tell you it's gonna be out this day. 2 months later, it still ain't out.
See, and I went through that whole thing even with painting my car, and it's like, and going through this whole thing with the rim fitment and everything, and getting everything and fucking up shit in my car. Now I gotta take my shit and get repainted again. But it took me 2.5, 3 months to do body work and paint on my car. And I went in, what was that, March, I think I took my car? February, March, I took my car up there, and it still took me 2-3 months. Yeah. So, and that's not even in season, like, that's really in the...
And that's how it'll be with them cars, because, like, it's easier for these car shops to paint these new cars with the insurance work, you know. Yeah. So many people coming in with insurance claims, they think like, let me just get this out real quick. Because them old schools, to get it right, you got to really know what you're doing, and you got to be patient with it. It ain't no just sanding it down and painting it. No, you got to go over that body, make sure them lines crispy, because you paint my shit wrong, I'll be right back like, hey, I'm not taking my car and it's painted wrong. So you either want to repaint this bitch or do it right the first time.
Right. And that's like with me with my car, that was the thing. Like my car had already been painted like half-assed, so it's like I had to strip it all the way down to see what I was even dealing with.
And you had a good body already too.
Luckily, but I wouldn't have known had I not stripped it down, because you never know what people about. Hey, what Coke say, man? That Bondo.
Ooh, pull that magnet out.
That Bondo.
That Bondo.
Hey, we ain't doing no Bondo over here.
No Bondo.
So I know, like, shit, next summer, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go ahead and take my time through the winter. We going to go ahead and finish things up, get everything right. I know you going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I got the shop kind of waiting on me. I got to figure out what I want to do. I want to make some slight adjustments. I done seen some shit, you know, I kind of want to do some adjustments.
Yeah, I hate even having these conversations with you, because it's like, I feel like every time me and you have car conversations, we spend like, 10,000.
The conversation costs a couple thousand.
Man,
hey, just the conversation about the car.
Nigga, talk suspension work, and
I ain't even went there yet.
Man,
yeah, I ain't ordered a suspension parts yet.
Man,
that's gonna be.
I started the suspension journey this year for what we talk about, and that. You saw what I went through. You saw what I went through, but hey.
But when the car's all done and they running right and they looking good, it's the best feeling ever. Just, especially here in Detroit, to ride that motherfucker downtown, good weather, blowing good music, banging. Ain't no better feeling. You just that's living. That's it.
Hey man, I had that for like 2 weeks this summer. It was great. I ain't gonna lie, it was great. I had a good 2 weeks.
Like when you was driving and you wasn't thinking about none of the problems. Like, man, fuck all that shit I went through.
I had a solid 2 weeks of just driving good. I'm like, this bitch running before the car guys came down. But that's just how this shit go, though. You know?
Yeah, that's how this shit goes.
So I used to let that shit get to me. I don't even let it get to me no more, because
I don't let that shit eat me up, man.
It's part of the game now.
Yeah, that shit part of the game, man. They talking to motherfuckers over that shit, all types of crazy shit, man. Them cars, that shit different.
Man, but shit, hey, next thing, you know, I want to go into, man, is, you know, I said at the beginning, you know, Fresh Fat Farley.
For sure.
Where does the name come from? Where does the name come from?
Shit. You can see I'm a big boy. I'm fat.
I mean,
I've been over 300 pounds shit since 10th grade. So shit, I've always been a fresh nigga though. I always knew how to put fits together. But whatever I had, like even from like middle school, I put some shit together. I used to shop at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and all that shit. I used to put Tommy Hilfiger and Nautica fits and shit together. And Be fresh as hell for a fat boy.
Hey, them TJ Maxx, I ain't gonna lie, man. I used to love. It was something I got out of going to TJ Maxx when I was a young nigga. I'd get that little sack off, you feel me? And I'd run up there and grab me a little fit, you feel me? Little heel figure. You feel me, man?
I ain't carry the shit. What sleeve might be a half an inch longer than the other.
I don't know what. It was some sort of deformity on that motherfucker, man. And I stayed wearing that shit, man. Even though they were saying my nigga Tommy wasn't fucking with niggas. Tommy, I don't know if you wasn't fucking with niggas or not. Let us know, man. I know you threw Tyrese on the thing and shit back then, but I don't know, man. I was rocking the shit though.
Yeah, I fucked with you too. Fuck it is what it is.
But yeah, man, that's one thing I'm like, my nigga Farley, dog. This nigga, man.
I always
stay with some shit, dog.
Always tried to stay looking at least decent, you know. Now that I done got a little older and shit, I be more about comfort and shit, man. Like the way the clothes made now, like the pants, man, they just be too tight fitting and shit for me. I'm still a big fella. I'm probably like 360, 370 right about now.
But stay in the gym every day.
Oh yeah, I'm in the gym. Not every day, but I'll get there.
You know.
I went today. I went this morning. I was trying to make it there in the morning too.
Hey, I'm in there every day I can. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But yeah, you know, as a fellow, you know, connoisseur of the clothing and everything and the fashion, you know, I'd be like, dog, it'd be cool, you know what I'm saying, having friends that be on the same type of shit, man. Like, I don't be the only nigga not getting the dunks on the draw, you know what I'm saying? So when you got niggas that actually understand, like, man, you wouldn't pay $250, $270 for these shoes that retail at $120, they ain't looking at you crazy, at least, because at least they done did the same shit.
Flat out. I definitely done been there and I did that a couple times.
Hey, at least, you know what I'm saying, I know you got baby Farley, you know what I'm saying, I got
paid extra for his shit.
Hey, that'd be the crazy part is you can't get that shit at retail every time, but at least most of the time you can, you know what I'm saying.
Ain't that crazy?
Man, that shit crazy. Nike, we gotta do something about that, man. I can't keep paying Nike crazy ass amounts for these dunks, man.
Release them bitches more often.
Send
man.
Send that RTL dunk through, man.
Yeah,
we need that right now.
Gotta be
Nike, what's up? Yes, sir, man. So, I know. Shit, man. With the getting fresh, man. With the dogs that we are, you know. We can keep going, right? We can keep going. I know.
So much more, man.
My baby Farley, we done been on some Cali trips together, man.
For sure.
You know, blew some of the best in the world. I know you like a
still, yeah. You know, I'm a weed connoisseur.
You a connoisseur. You a tough critic.
I'm a tough critic.
You're a tough critic,
for sure. Well, definitely. But I think being a tough critic with it comes from, for one, I've been smoking for a long time. I've been smoking since I was 9. I'll be 39 next month. So
shit.
It's going on 30 years of me smoking weed, and I done smoked a lot of different weeds. Like, even when it was just, you know, regular weed around, even when it was regular weed around, I was still smoking better regular weed. Like chocolate Thai, like, right. I remember I was over on my homeboy's house and his people came through with some shit. Like, I guess they had just got it from Cali and put all the weed on the table. And, you know, we young as hell. We sneaking little buzz off and shit. And these stalks that we snatching off the table, you know, that bitch fucker up be a quarter or something.
Man, what?
We smoking chocolate Thai stick and motherfucking, man, just all types of good weed.
Man, I mean, it was always some form, especially, you know, in Detroit, you know, like, niggas was good for bringing the bag back around here. So, you know, the chocolate Thai, the Maui Wowie.
I definitely grew up in the hood where that shit was available.
The AZ shit, the Cali shit,
that shit was around.
The Gans, you know what I mean?
Damn, I remember. The Gans, I think my nigga M.
Oh yeah, okay.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
So, like, shit, I think, like, one of the, you know, when I first met you, you know, fucking with you and Ferg, man, we was pulling up on your, you know, out in your hood and buying $100 apes of perp, granddaddy perp. I don't even, if you know, you know. A lot of niggas, because that shit was really exclusive. Everybody couldn't pull up. Everybody couldn't pull up.
Hey, I ain't
and it wasn't even no argument on the price. You know what I'm saying? You just paid it or you ain't smoked that shit. Like,
it was one nigga, dog. This nigga, man, I don't even remember his name, but he had that shit. Like, I remember pulling up to his little spot and you'll fuck around and see so many niggas over there. Like, dog, like, damn, you over here too, huh? Like, man, this nigga got that strong shit,
man.
Like, don't he? And this nigga have us just parked in the liquor store parking lot, waiting on him to come out of his little apartment. And he'll come out the apartment, hit like 7 cars, run back in his apartment. And yeah, that nigga was selling, I think he was selling all hundreds. All $100 sets.
Man, I like Detroit niggas, man. I love Detroit. I love it here. You know, just because it's just like it ain't even like that no more. But like we grew up in a time like, and I'm just talking about like just from a weed standpoint. But we grew up in a time, you know, before it was legal and niggas had Reggies and all this shit. But like, I mean, when niggas was on the block with them long dime bags, with garbage bags full of them bitches and mix spots, and like niggas in Detroit had an ultimate hustle. Like we come from a lineage of hustlers out here, man. Because the way niggas got the bag off around this motherfucker was different. Like that shit was crazy in the early 2000s and stuff like that. Just how this shit operated before this shit was what it is now. How this should be a recreationally legal state now. So it's a lot different, but
it's a lot different now. But people definitely, man,
I'm gonna segue into that backwood over there that you have unraveled. It looks very bad.
It does.
Man, that's
I'm over here looking at it like, do I want to make this work?
It's like $1.35 right there, maybe damn near $2. So it's like,
damn.
And that bitch look like you don't have a crazy ass vine in it, so it's like vein in it, so you damn near gotta work.
It's kind of thin, so that's what's making me be like I should work with the man. Backwood, y'all gotta get y'all shit together.
They gotta do better, man. I'm just saying.
Y'all quality control is super horrible, man.
I'm an only original smoker, and I haven't bought no original packs in a month,
man,
because they've been so trash. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, Backwood, I've been smoking y'all since it was 8 in the pack.
Damn.
Like,
damn.
Get it together.
Damn,
what's going on, man? I done spent a lot of money on backwoods in my life.
Man, that shit really is. It's getting bad. It's
getting bad. You got us out here looking for alternatives and shit.
Man, I keep getting alternatives and then coming back to backwoods. Man, I keep. That's not a reason for y'all to keep disappointing us. Though, you know what I'm saying? So let's get it together, please.
Please, goddamn.
Please. Man, but shit, man, like how you feel about like the climate though, like of the tree like nowadays?
I kinda dislike it.
I didn't know if it was just me or what, like
Nah, it's like right now here, especially in Michigan, by us having legal weed and it's been legal for a while here. So we got a lot of people that's growing, and everybody that grow, I don't know what it is. I don't grow weed, so I can't. I'm not speaking from experience, but everybody that grow weed think they weed chronic.
Yeah, it's always on the cusp. It'd be like almost there, but it don't be there. You know what I'm saying?
So it's so many people growing that shit though right now that weed is cheap as hell. You can get bowls for $500-600.
Yeah, that shit ain't shit not around.
That shit is super cheap around this motherfucker, and that weed be so fucking garbage.
Nah, but we want that quality, man.
Yeah, we want quality, so like that $600 shit, man.
It's like, hey,
niggas don't even call me with that shit.
When we was in Cali, dog, and niggas was buying shelves of lemon cherry kind of tea, you know what I'm saying, and other shit like that, you know, like I don't know.
They probably, I mean, they know because so many people go down there doing that shit, but the workers at the dispensaries down there gotta be looking like, dog, these niggas crazy.
Man, what?
Like, they about to spend what on what?
Man, I don't know.
You'll go to the dispensary and definitely spend, shit, $2,000-3,000 quick.
Yeah, I got receipts for 2,800, so
Man,
I don't know
what?
how many niggas did that, but
Them taxes
like,
be a motherfucker.
I know that we did that shit. You know what I'm saying, back to back, and it was like I really be wondering like, is that where we maxed out? You feel me? Like I don't know if that was the heyday for this shit. You feel me?
I hope
Because
not,
it's like,
shit.
I hope not either, but like I ain't taste the lemon cherry like that. I ain't tasted you know what I'm saying?
I still feel for the Moonboat 112 that I got from that strip.
The moon. I mean, but it was Moonboat, the Toad, like
the Toad,
everything
man,
with every
so
single thing except for the Christmas tree was chronic. Like, shout out my nigga Rondo, man. Rondo, man, that Christmas tree. You double back on that Christmas, and that shit was 65 plus tax. Like you kept going back, but that's how you know niggas just had money, because you wasted a solid $300 on that shit that weekend, and it was trash. You know it was. You know it was.
Hey, that's crazy.
It was
man.
piney.
Hey.
And the burner voice, you know, he liked it. It's piney. It was in not a good way. And you smoke chronic. I know you do.
Hey, you know what I've come to realize though with smokers? I got know some smokers that the weed that they like, I really don't like. Like it'd be like, come on, like this ain't it, and they'll swear up and down this chronic.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't realize everybody got different taste buds.
I'm a gelato snob, so it's like
Most of the strands that I like right now, flavor wise, definitely are around the gelato family for sure.
If that shit don't have that exotic gelato taste to it, it's not good weed to me. Like I don't want no OG lemony tasting, none of that shit. Like I'm straight.
I can't say that because I've smoked in recent weeks too. I've smoked some
Talk to me.
damn, what was it?
Talk to me.
It was an OG. It was an OG. And it was chronic.
Damn.
It was
I
ain't had that exotic flavor. It was just like, you know, smoking OG, but it was some strong weed.
I don't like OG, man.
A lot of people don't like OG. And you know what it is? It's just that, you know, OG is OG. It's been around since forever.
We had an OG run of the best OGs, so it's like...
So it's like you've been smoking this shit for so goddamn long.
That was 10
smoke
years.
this shit again.
I can't.
Just like with Cookie. Cookie was chronic when it first came out, man. Now you can't pay me to even roll up some Cookie.
I'm straight on that.
I'm cool on that.
I'll
Don't
pass.
pass me that.
Yeah,
like you blow that blood to the head, my man.
Give it Bubba vibes.
Damn, I wish I could find some good Bubba right
some
now.
Good Bubba?
Some good Bubba. What, Larry?
Larry? Damn.
Come on, man. Give him free game right there.
Man,
what y'all call Larry is really Bubba.
I really feel like Larry was such a fake strain that became so popular that it eventually became a real strain. It was
Bubba. That's all it was.
I swear, that's all it was, man.
Somebody got in here like in Detroit history. This is what people do. They get some shit and I'm the only nigga with it. I'm gonna call it this.
Yeah,
they switched the name on just like they do now. The weed game so fucked up now because people do that shit like niggas will literally go buy some weed and just go cop some bags. Yeah. They sell the bags in the fucking corner store.
Just know like none of this weed is really
what
it says on the bag.
Yeah,
just go with what you want.
Yourself and actually got that shit and that bitch gotta have a computer barcode somewhere on that bag.
Yeah, none of that shit. Unless you fuck with some, reputable people.
Keep it real with the rest. Tell them it's good weed. I don't know what it's called.
You fuck with my baby, you know what I'm saying, the giraffe head. You go grab you some giraffe head, you know what I'm saying, for my baby Willie J. You know that shit out there.
Giraffe head chronic.
But other than that, you know what I'm saying, like, you buying this shit from these niggas out the backpack in the streets, just get what smells good and what
follow
what you
your
want.
nose.
Yeah, that's all that it is.
Definitely gotta follow your nose.
Your nose.
Your nose never leads you wrong.
Your nose never leads you wrong, especially when it comes to exotic. For sure. So, what we got going on with the birthday party, man? Because I'm popping up this year, man. Okay.
December 17th, we back at the the Complex Hall.
Okay.
We back there. We bringing it back to the hood this year.
That's what it is.
Pearson and Dexter.
That way we can be comfortable.
We'll be comfortable, man. Because last year, that was some bullshit.
It was lit though. Like
it was on its way. He was about to get there.
I had a good time. I'm an old man, so I was about 15 to 25 minutes away from leaving anyway. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you know what I'm saying? About to get there though. It was about to really do numbers. Like two party bus pulled up, both just none but females.
I remember
damn.
When I walked out though, like seeing how jam packed the block was. Like we had that bitch was turned. Like it was definitely about to go up. Like for sure. But we finna go crazy this year.
Yeah, it's definitely going down this year, man. We back. It ain't even home base, but it's a place, it's a location that I've used already, and the party was good there, so we coming back there.
Yeah, I'm ready for it, man. It's finna
December 17th, pull up.
Yeah,
3800 Puritan.
I will definitely be there. What y'all got going on, like as far as food and everything?
Oh, you know the hot box gonna be there. You already know.
They gonna have a butt naked crab legs there.
Sis gonna have a full menu out, everything.
I'm sick there. They keep getting me with them butt naked crab legs.
Fuck those, I don't even eat crab legs, but them bitches be looking delicious every fucking time. The bitches be looking like, damn, that's a lot of meat there.
Man, have your money right for sure, you know what I'm saying? But
them bitches is definitely at market price.
They worth every dollar though. I ain't gonna lie, those, man, like every time I know I'm finna spend some cheese and I get them bad boys, like it's just different though, man. But they definitely got some great food. I fuck with them over at the Hot Box for sure. I definitely fuck with them, and you know they got that good lemonade too.
Definitely. Yeah, he got this new recipe he working on.
Okay.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah, man, it messed me up. I didn't know they had that many different lemonades. Like, man, like when I bumped into you over the summer, and I think I got like 5, 6 different lemonades. I got like 2, 3 of each of them, man. My refrigerator was jam packed. You know, so hey, House of Lemonade, we need to replace this. We need the black-owned lemonade on the show, so let's make that happen.
Definitely,
so
make that happen for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make that happen so we can have that on the podcast, man. But Farley, man, I'm definitely gonna be at the smokeout, the birthday party this year, like I was last year. It's gonna be turned. I already know.
It's gonna be there.
So thank you for popping up for the podcast, Rockin' with Rock. And we'll definitely have you back again. I know we want to see some dogs, man. So we're gonna be doing some.
Next time I started to bring the Frenchie too, man. Hey, I started to bring her too.
We might have to go mobile or something, man. But if not, you know what I'm saying.
Anytime, you already know.
We can go mobile. We can come over there. You know, I know. Definitely as the summer comes, we're gonna do a special as the summer comes where we can pull out the cars and the dogs, so we can encompass everything and show everybody what's really going on. So thanks for coming out here. Y'all tuned in to Rockin' with Rock. I'll see y'all for the next episode.
RTL on the maps, you ain't never there. Play with gang, we'll turn you to a 3-5. Fuck with me, I'll show you how that bag shake. Say she tired of your shit and I see why. Marathon for that cash, you in last place. RTL, bitch, we run it up the fast way. Garbage bags full of bows like it's